Can I get lost? Can I break the bike? Can I hit a cow?
More than any other race in motorsport, the Dakar Rally is the ultimate endurance test, pitting man and machine against 9,000 kilometres of some of the most remote and inhospitable terrain on the planet, the mountains and deserts of South America. For almost 40 years, Dakar was a strictly continental affair, with the motorcycle class being dominated by the French, Spanish and the Italians. All that, though, changed in 2017 when Sam Sunderland became the first Briton to win the race in any class. Now, he promises to be one of the greatest rally raid riders of his generation. What does it take to compete in the toughest race on the planet? I've come to Sam's base in northern France to find out. Driving around here in northern France, it does strike me how incredibly flat it is. I would have said it's not ideal preparation for the Dakar or any rally raid indeed. But Sam is here. I think I need to find out why. Bonjour!
Hey dude, you've been practicing.
Ça va?
Ouais, ça va.
That's all I got.
Come on, let's go.
Why do we find you here in northern France?
Yeah, women, of course. It's always come down to women. I was living in Dubai there for 10 years, and obviously it's been good for the desert riding and kind of getting into the rally scene. And then I missed out on quite a few things in Europe at that time, because obviously Dakar's a bit Europe-based. My team's here, the sponsors, a lot of the friends, guys that I race with, and then I met a French girl, and yeah, here I am living in France.
So for those who don't know, what is the Dakar Rally?
It's basically a crazy adventure for 9,000, 10,000 kilometres. Through Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia. You're on your own all day and you see the mechanics at night. But yeah, it's basically just a wild, big adventure. It's hard to explain to somebody. It's like going the length of England, you know, but you're doing it each day for 12 days. You're waking up 2, 3 a.m. You pass through so many different terrains, temperatures, like, you know, you freeze into your bones, so unbelievably cold.
You do, yeah.
To sweating like hell in the middle of the dunes in the desert.
How hard are you going on the bike all day long?
You're on the limit. As fast as you can read the terrain, you know, you're on the gas. Like,
you are literally, like, what you see, you are going as quick as you can.
Yeah, if the roadbook says there's no danger, you're keeping it wedged, you know.
You have got all day on a motorbike, on your own, with only your thoughts inside your helmet for company. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to self-destruct in some ways.
Yeah, that's it. Your brain just goes like overtime on, it's bad to say, but on negative thoughts. Like what could happen?
Go wrong, yeah.
Yeah, what could happen? Can I get lost? Can I break the bike? Can I hit a cow? Can I miss a rock? Many things, run out of fuel or something crazy, you know, like all these things, and to try and shift your thoughts to like positive ones, and no, this is good, just keep doing what you're doing, it's going well. And it's like asking a marathon runner at 44 kilometres and you're having a good time. No, I'm having a horrible time. You know, like I've got so much pain, I feel like I want to vomit. You know, like it's the same thing.
But you know it'll feel pretty good after.
Yeah.
So you won the 2017 Dakar, 9,000 kilometres of racing, about 5,500 miles, and eventually the finish line was in sight. How did that feel? That moment when you kind of could have pushed the bike to the line?
It wasn't just about that race, it was like the build up towards it, all of the setbacks and injuries in the years before, like 7 years. I started rally in 2011. Yeah, all of that kind of build up come down to that one day for me, because I'd seen it as this big pinnacle and this goal for so long, and like to finally do it, dude, it was unreal. Like if I could bottle up that feeling and have a little sip each day. I wouldn't need to do anything else again, you know. It would.
You wouldn't be going back.
Yeah, that's it.
2018, he went back as the defending champion, but while leading, things kind of went wrong.
It was all going well. Number one on the bike from the year before was there to, you know,
you're the man.
Authority, and we had to climb up some dunes to catch a waypoint that was in the top of the dunes, and the bike fell into like a hole and just huge compression, and I squashed 2 discs in my back.
You did, right there and then?
Yeah, that was it. I continued with pain, and I was like, I'll be all right, I'll be all right. Imagine I got 6 minutes lead, and I was feeling so good, everything was going well.
Just like that?
I was like, no, I'll be good, it'll get better. I've trapped a nerve, or I've done something.
Yeah.
And when I stopped was when I realised it's much, much worse than I imagined. It was horrible, dude. In like thinking back now, I feel like so disappointed, you know, like I was leading the race and day 4, that's how quickly it can put you out, you know.
I guess being a professional motorcycle racer has its advantages, though. Your to-do list doesn't look too bad for this week.
Yeah, I got a fair bit on, eh? Yeah, I should have written some stuff in for the.
You really should, yeah. Flo, you are Sam's girlfriend.
Hey, but is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Sam, don't stay here.
He's gone again now, we're good, we're really good. Now you can be totally honest. What kind of a person is he away from the Dakar, away from racing?
I think even though he's away from the races, he's still more or less inside it. So everything we do, everything we plan is all about the races, and okay, we're gonna do that because then I go training there. Or we're gonna go to this holiday because there maybe I can train, or it's always about moto.
You work for the Yamaha team. What do you do?
So I go to the Dakar and also the other races with my brother. I'm like kind of, I don't know if you say in English, like the right hand.
Yeah, you're like his right, we'd say right-hand man. You're clearly his right-hand woman.
Yeah. So it's funny because when Sam and I go to the same races, we say goodbye at the airport or here.
No.
Because we don't see each other there.
No.
And sometimes if we can see each other in the restaurant, like it's maybe 2 minutes. Yeah.
Is it really?
It's really like that.
No
it's like
way.
That. Because he doesn't want to mix the private life with the job, and I'm the same.
So Sam won the Dakar in 2017 after 6 attempts. What was it like for you to see him win it?
Well, I was really happy for him. It's like the dream of every racer, I think. When you go for Dakar, you want to win, of course. Yeah. All your life, all the year, you work for this race.
2018, I imagine, was quite a difficult year for you. Your boyfriend, you know, he'd won it the year before. He gets helicoptered out with a back injury. And your brother, Adrian van Beveren, who then inherited the lead from Sam, right? He then was leading the rally. He had a really big crash that was broken ribs, but 2 punctured lungs. I mean... Yeah,
it was awful. I think 2018 was really not our year.
It was tough, eh?
I really start to have grey hair already. I would like they start to do classic dance, or I don't know. I would like.
Maybe they could learn a foxtrot together.
And they're really good friends, so maybe we can match.
Well, Flo is a woman that is definitely very up close and personal to the Dakar. Interesting to hear it from her perspective. While I was talking to her, Sam has gone ahead to his workshop where there is something really special, something that I'm very excited to see. For the first time ever, a real Dakar bike. There it is, Sam. That is the winning Dakar bike.
Yeah, this is what she looks like, dude. This is it. A little bit different to the normal motocross stuff. Obviously, we've got the.
But it is based On a 450 motocross
Yeah,
bike, right? Underneath all that?
We're all limited to 450 now. Everyone's on a 450. Pretty loud as well. I'll fire it out for you.
It's really loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is experience a part of the Dakar? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many times did you ever go at it before you won it?
Out of 5 that I started, or 6 that I started, I finished 1.
Before you won it?
And no, I won.
Never?
Yeah, the only one I finished, I won.
No way!
Yeah.
That's actually,
Yeah.
all right, that's pretty cool. That's the way
I
to
should
do it.
stop now, eh?
Yeah. This is your Bible when you're out there.
Exactly.
This is written by someone else.
Yes, the organisers of the event, they'll write their road book through the desert. Kilometre 1, right. Kilometre 2, left into the river.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Rivers or crossings. I'll paint my dangers in pink so they show out.
Like this, highlight.
Yeah,
Pen,
yeah,
scribble
highlight
all
that.
over it.
And yeah, we'll pass 3-4 hours painting this each night.
3 or 4 hours?
Yeah.
How long have you been on the bike?
12, 13 hours, and then...
No way. So if you do that, it's about 17 hours. That leaves you...
That's the worst case, you know.
How does this affect the handling of the bike? I mean, it dominates the front of the bike, the weight of it.
Honestly, if I take off the whole thing, it's so light. Because of its position, it has to be. Because it's high, like you say, it has a lot of like top-heavy feeling. And then a lot of it's fueled, so it's around 34, 35 litres. So this is one big fuel tank this side, another one here.
No.
And then all this back end is fuel tank. So it makes a big difference to how the bike reacts as the day goes on, obviously losing fuel. And when we set the suspension with the guys, like when we're testing, we always set it for half tanks. So it's a bit of a compromise, you know.
Best
so that
you can do, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 2019 Dakar is here. How prepared are you this time?
Certainly this year I'm coming back strong as I can be and try and get that #1 again. You know, that once you've tasted victory, nothing quite tastes the same. You know, so I have to be gunning for that, and that's what I'm preparing for. You know, I've spent a lot of time working on the physical side and all of these things to try and be as ready as I can be.
Well, all this talk of motorbikes has definitely made me want to go and ride one. Is there a decent track round here?
Yeah, dude, let's go. We'll go Dunkirk. It's just up the road, and
deep sand. I expect you to be.
Plenty of sand and big bumps, as I always say Sunday.
Taking this one?
No, I'll jump on the motocross bike for this.
On a 72 brake horsepower factory 450.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
You lining yourself up because you're on a 125.
Yeah, I am. You know, all good racers get their excuses out before they start. So we're at the legendary Dunkirk motocross track. I would imagine it's the perfect place for you to prepare for Dakar.
Yeah, I don't think you get much tougher tracks than this. You know, it's really rough and gets so many bumps because the guys come and ride here.
I'm dreading it. I was fully pumped to get here until we got here and had a look at the size of the whoops.
Yeah, there's some big old holes out there. You have to watch out, dude. I don't really know what advice to give you. Lean back a bit.
Lean back. Don't shut off.
Yeah, don't use the front brake.
Just take that off. Yeah. Should we go and have a lap then?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, it's been an incredibly exhausting afternoon here at Dunkirk. You won the Dakar in 2017. 2018, you were leading it. You went out with an injury. Your legacy is written in the sand already, and I can see why. Your pace around here is unbelievable. I mean, it looks to me like you could be a professional motocrosser. You're mixing it with anyone.
Yeah, not quite fast enough for that, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
All right, mate. Well, thank you very much, Sam. Only leaves me to ask if I can have a go on the factory 72 horsepower.
No worries, dude.
KTM. You sure?
Yeah, get on it, dude. We'll measure your arms now and we'll see how they are after, eh? She's a
How
bit
many laps
pokey.
do you think I'm going to do?
I reckon you got half in you.
Half a lap. Right. See you sometime.
Cheers.
Somewhere. Bye. Embarrassing.
Can I get lost? Can I break the bike? Can I hit a cow?